Welcome back to the dungeon, everybody. You're here cruising with Maverick 88. In today's video, we're gonna do a sling swivel installation and a little bit of a home ec project. We're gonna make our own sling for about $3. So stay tuned. But first, I'm gonna read off some comments like I usually do from some of the viewers. McCoon 1987 comments, "You're the first one I've seen with this gun. I really want to pick this up. Thanks for the info. Good vids." Well, thank you for commenting, McCoon. I'm going to tell you, I picked this up less than $200, and I've been really happy with it. It's been a really fun time reviewing it and shooting it. I don't think you're going to see a lot of people reviewing this particular firearm because I think a lot of reviewers are probably gun snobs, and hey, when you're getting guns for free to test out, well, why not shoot the best, I guess. So, Better Off Dead comments, "Like your vids a lot, do more gun reviews." I love that name, by the way, Better Off Dead. I'm going to keep on plugging away on this bad boy right here. I still got a couple more upgrades I want to do, and maybe a handful of shooting videos in different scenarios. So after that's done, I kind of am interested in doing reviews on guns that I don't think get a fair shake out there in the gun review world. So after I'm done with this, I'll see what's out there, and I might pick another one up and do a couple more videos on it. Juggalo 520 writes, "Can't wait to see more." Well, thank you very much for watching, Juggalo 520, and I hope you watch a couple more because they're going to be coming here. So without further ado, let's get into our sling swivel installation and our little sling home ec project. So here we are over at the workbench. We're going to go over some of the materials that we're going to be using today. First, we got Uncle Mike's super swivels for Mossberg 500 and lever action rifles. I picked this up kind of because I felt bad for the place. I went in to buy something and they didn't have it, so I always like to support my local businesses, so I said, fuck it. I'll pick this up, and it actually came in pretty handy because I'm doing this video with it. $12.99, that's about what you'll find. This looks like a older set of sling swivels that they had laying around. So we're going to use these. For the sling, I picked these up from Walmart at about $1 a piece. Got a Polypro strap in here, 1 inch wide to go with the 1 inch sling swivels. A strap adjuster, I don't know if I'm going to end up putting this on because I'm kind of weirded out about it slipping off. I really don't want this gun falling off me and going off. And I would recommend, if you're going to do this, make the sling and then maybe run around, jump over some obstacles, try to, wear it out and see how it goes, because also picked this up for $1, some thread. I picked up the thickest thread that they had. This is upholstery thread, so we'll see how that goes. I would have liked to get something a little bit thicker. We'll see how this works out. Like I said, before I put any live ammo in this thing, I'm going to jump around, pull on it, maybe even get it wet, see how it reacts to that. And some needles I just had laying around the house. You're also, for the installation, probably going to want some kind of punch that you can put in there. In the directions, it says, don't use the actual sling attachment to tighten this thing in with, so we'll be using this. First off, we're going to put the back one in. And this was actually longer than the hole, so I got out my Dremel saw and kind of chopped it down a little bit so it would bottom out. These things already come, I don't want to say pre-drilled, but pre-molded, I guess, with a hole on it there. And this thing, the threads look like they're well oversized, so I'm going to try to get this started here. Now this hole is not pre-tapped. It means it doesn't have threads in it. Whatever you put in here, it's going to make its own threads. We'll just do it nice and gentle. All the way around here. it bottoms out at. Getting a little tighter there. And I think that's right about where we want it right there. Give it a little tug. Seems pretty secure in there. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. So let's go ahead and do the front. Now when you're picking these up, you're going to want to make sure that you're buying the correct studs for the correct kind of gun you have, because some of these caps are threaded differently. So just don't buy any Sling studs and then think, well, they're going to work on my gun. Now this kit does come with what looks like a little thread locker. You could probably just use Loctite anyway, that way this thing doesn't back itself out. I'm going to wait up on that until I already got everything put together. And there should be a little hole right here in the end of your cap. If I get that in there, and all we're going to do is we're just going to screw her in. Directions say to tighten it down till it's at a 45-degree angle, and we're going to leave it right there. I don't want to go too overboard with it. So that's easy enough. The Sling studs are installed, and we're going to sew together ourselves a strap, and then we'll come back and put it all together and see how it worked. Well, it took me all about 5 seconds to realize this upholstery thread is not going to work. I mean, I could just rip right through it. I asked some old lady at Walmart, I'm like, what's the strongest thread you got over here? Because hell if I know. And she pointed that out. I'm going to tell you, I know things get stronger the more you combine them, but damn, man, there's no way I would trust that. So we're going to beef it up a little bit here with some 100% natural hemp cord. I do know hemp does pretty good in wet conditions too, so we're going to give this a try instead. Well, all I can say is fuck sewing. I know that's going to hold right, but it's going to hold okay, but oh my god, fuck that. I might have to have the wife do something about this thing when she gets home. It's embarrassing. So okay, with these mounts, I don't know if you can pick it up, but they kind of have a little screw on the side right here, and you kind of unscrew it out, and it'll start to come out where you can push that in, twist it to the side, and it comes undone. You see, we can pick this up here. So all we do is slide that in, and push it in, twist it down, and we are good to go. So for the other side, we're just going to loop the strap through here, and I'm going to use one of these because I think I'm about done sewing for the day. Fuck that. Alright, so I thought I had the damn Sling finished. Just getting a little frustrating. So I was testing it out, you know, had it on, jumping around, whatever, and I noticed that this screw that goes into the cap right here had tightened the cap so much that I could not even get it off even remotely close to with my hands. Actually, I had to take a pair of fucking pliers and take the thing off. So now I'm thinking, it might not be a good idea to put a Sling swivel directly into this, because man, it was torquing, and I only had the thing on for a couple seconds. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go single point style from the back here, just try to loop this around and do it that way. That was the way I originally intended to do it, but I figured, well, I'd try that out first, but I'm going to tell you, I mean, it torqued on that thing, so we're just going to do a little single point style now. Back to ye old drawing board, as Wile E. Coyote would say. Well, after much frustration, I decided to go with this parachute buckle right here. And I'm just going to have it attached just at the back. There's something a little wonky about having it attached at the front too that I really don't care for when you're trying to get it out in front of you. It seems like I can't get the length right where it's kind of stays near me, but I can still, you know, thrust it out in front of me and get a good tight hold between the gun and the strap. So let's put it on and see what she feels like. Well, after quite a bit of frustration and some trial and error, I finally got a finished product here. And I'm going to have to say I'm pretty happy about it. I ended up just attaching it from the pistol grip in the back right here. And that feels a lot better. It's a lot easier to get the gun out of the way. And that's kind of what I was intending to do in the first place. I'm going to have to say, after shooting this thing without a sling and just holding it with one, I'd have to say a sling for one of these is almost a must-have. It really shores up your grip and really steadies your aim when you got it pointed out in front of you right here. So if you guys are planning on running this at all, I would definitely 100% recommend putting a sling on it. And for under $20, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the whole deal. Next video, I'm going to do a little bit more shooting with this thing. We're going to try some corners and hallways and see exactly how this thing handles within confined spaces. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.